Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Drew back again with another video for all you American soccer fans out there. And this one, it's an exciting one, it's a big one, it's the Concacaf Champions League 2020 season preview. And when I talk about preview, I mean for you people who are not subscribed yet, first of all, subscribe. Second of all, I'm going to be covering mostly just the MLS teams in this because obviously it's a USA channel, so cover MLS. If you guys want me to cover other teams in here, let me know down below, and I definitely will. I definitely will, because this is an exciting tournament. I'm a not just an MLS fan, but I'm also a Concacaf fan because I believe Concacaf has teams and countries, national teams, who are who are better than what the rest of the world thinks or what FIFA thinks. Like on the games or on the ranking. I think that teams here, club teams and national teams here in CONCACAF are very, very underrated and kind of overlooked. Teams like Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, Canada now, like teams like that are starting to come into themselves, are starting to get better and better as each year goes by, just like the USA is trying to do. So it only makes sense that their club teams here in CONCACAF will also do good. And this tournament is a good way to see, a good window to see for common soccer fans here who are in the CONCACAF area to see, like, you know what, a team from Honduras can definitely beat a team some team in MLS, like a top team in MLS can definitely be defeated by a random team that no one's ever heard of, from Honduras to Costa Rica, whatever. Because the teams here are very underrated. This competition here is actually very exciting to me because I like to see other players out there from other teams in other countries. I like to see other talented clubs around here in CONCACAF who really get a chance here to shine in a media center where they don't get much media attention from American soccer fans or rest of the world fans. So I think the CONCACAF Champions League, though it's really not displayed on big networks. I mean, it is on Fox Soccer Plus and Fox Soccer 2, but for the most part, that's pretty much it. And I think this is a huge chance for small teams, at least small unknown teams, to really get some recognition here. So this is a tournament that I really strongly back, a tournament that I really love to watch, and it's unfortunate that teams from MLS really don't do well in this tournament. I did make a video like a year or two ago as to why MLS teams don't do well in the CONCACAF Champions League, and I'll leave that link down below if you guys want to check it out. Definitely check it out and come back right back here. But make sure you guys like both of those videos because that really helps out the channel. So in this video, like I said, the CONCACAF Champions League is starting. I'm gonna just cover the first day, which is tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll cover the second day. So the first day, we're gonna cover Atlanta United up against Motagua from Honduras. They're going away to Honduras to face off against Motagua, who, look, I'm not gonna sit here and be like this MLS big head or be this guy who's like, you know what, yeah, I regularly follow the Honduran league or the Jamaican league, so I know about all these teams and all their players and how their form is and how they're gonna play against an MLS team. No, look, I don't know nothing about teams from Honduras, teams from other parts of the CONCACAF besides Mexico and USA. But so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do, or trying to sit here and speculate what kind of players they have, or how they're gonna set up their managers or stadium, whatever. Because I really don't know. I don't follow the league that closely, and it's kind of sometimes a little hard to follow a league like that here. There's not really displayed on too many TV channels or networks or nothing like that. So you have to really, really try to be a fan of one of these teams from that doesn't get much recognition or media attention. But for the most part, I'm going to cover how I think Atlanta is going to do against Motagua, and then we'll talk about the second MLS team playing tomorrow. Motagua, from what I see, just looking at my computer here, they are the top. So far, they already started their season, the Honduras Clausura. They're already 8 games in, so they're freshed up, they're ready to go, they're all fired up, they're already they're warmed up already, And then you look at the other side, Atlanta team, who really has had a couple of preseason games, who really aren't fired up yet. They're not warmed up. They just come off vacation and off time, postseason. So now they're gonna go into their first competitive game is a big competitive game against a team in the CONCACAF Champions League. So like I said, Motagua from Honduras, top of the table so far with 8 games played, 6 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. What really surprised me, really catch my eye actually, is that they have scored 18 goals and have only conceded 6 goals. Undefeated at home so far in the league, so that's also a very big worry for me as an MLS fan, because I want MLS teams to do well in this competition. I want MLS teams to succeed and win this competition, hopefully in my lifetime. So that is something that I am really hoping for. Atlanta right now, let's talk about them because I do know more about them than I do Motagua. First of all, this game, if you guys want to watch it, it's going to be on Fox Soccer Plus or TVU1 Extra 1. If you guys want to watch it, check it out. I, unfortunately, do not have Fox Soccer Plus, so I won't be able to watch the whole game and give you guys the next day play-by-play how the game went. So I'm going to have to watch the highlights and try to find a stream somewhere for free. But whatever. So, Atlanta right now, one of the biggest teams in MLS. They got to this tournament. They booked their ticket here in the Concacaf Champions League by winning the U.S. Open Cup last season. So that's how they got here. And I feel like Atlanta United is not the same kind of team it was like 2 or 1 year ago. I feel like it's different, especially now you losing players like Julian Gressel, Miguel Almiron. I feel like the team's kind of is decent. I'm not going to say it's the best team in MLS. No, I'm going to say that for LAFC, okay? Sorry, they are the best team right now. Atlanta United still a force to be reckoned with, not just in MLS, but in the CONCACAF Champions League. Well, what does worry me so far going into this game for them is their injury list right now, and the players who are going to be unavailable. And let me just bring that up real quick. I should have prepared this before, but I did not because I'm an amateur YouTuber. Yes, the most recent injury person added on their list is, of course, Miles Robinson, their star center back, their young star center back. He is out. He just recently, got injured. Now he's on the injury list. He won't be able to play, unfortunately, against Motagua in the first leg. Maybe for the second leg, but I it's a close call. He joins the list along with Edgar Castillo and George Bello, which are both the left backs for Atlanta. So you can see the defense part of Atlanta is kind of starting to crumble a little bit. They do have players like Meza. They do have the new addition Brooks Lennon, who could play on the left side, I believe, but mostly plays on the right as a right back. He could switch over to the left side possibly to see if Frank de Boer is desperate, he could even play with a 3 at the back and going forward, whatever he wants to pick. So 3 at the back could be a possibility for Atlanta fans to see their team set up against Motagua. But 3 at the back away at a Honduran team who is doing really good so far this season, who's on good form, who's won the last 4 of their 5 games, who's only lost no games at home. That's going to be very risky to play 3 at the back, especially coming off a postseason where you guys aren't really refreshed or ready or warmed up to play against a big, to play in a big game right now. It's scary. And other players who won't be available to play are, of course, the new signings, Jake Molarani, Matthias Rossetto, and Manuel Castro, who are yet to secure permit visas in the USA. So, work permit visas, to be exact. So they won't be able to play this game. So I'm just worried. We still got players like Joseph Martinez in the attacking line, who obviously is going to start. Hopefully scores a goal early on for Atlanta to give them some confidence and give them a boost to go on and finish the rest of the game motivated like that. Peter Martinez, Ezekiel Barco as well is going to be there. Brad Guzan in goal. I think Brad Guzan is pretty decent in goal for Atlanta. So I think they're going to have, for my prediction, I think it's going to be, honestly, I think Atlanta will be able to edge out a win, at least a 1-0 win away, even if a 1-1 draw away from home will be fine. In the return leg, a week from now on the 25th, I think Atlanta should be able to beat this team at home. But you don't want to wait to the second leg at home to really turn on the engines and go ahead and beat this team with all you've got. You want to go ahead and go into Honduras, really show this team what you've got, and then make them be afraid to come back for the return leg away in Atlanta. So I'm going for a 1-0 win, Atlanta. And that's, when I say that, it's just me crossing my fingers. The second team joining Atlanta United playing that night in the CONCACAF Champions League is, of course, LAFC, who I just said earlier, I think is the best team right now from MLS and in MLS currently. So I do have high hopes for them to go far in this competition, but they unfortunately have met with our arch rivals, a Liga MX team. And they're going to be facing off against Club Leon, who currently right now are in third place in the Mexican Clausura, with 4 wins and 2 losses. So not in the best form, pretty decent form, scoring 14 goals, only conceding 9 goals. So another team who I think is scoring goals, really good at the back, Or at least this is what it seems to look like on paper. Of course, any team from Liga MX is going to be a threat to any MLS team. So I think this is going to be a tremendous game. It's going to be a tremendous battle. Unfortunately, LAFC is going away for the first leg. Actually, you know what? It's not that bad. I feel like if LAFC can hold its own away in Mexico against Leon, I think on the return leg, they should be able to really turn on the engines again and really secure themselves as, yes, we are the best team from MLS, and this is why we are the best team from MLS, and just fucking score goals like crazy. But it's going to be great to see Carlos Vela play in this competition. I don't believe they played yet in this competition. No, they didn't. LAFC has not yet played in this competition. If I'm wrong, then I'm a fraud. But I'm pretty sure they have not played in the Concacaf Champions League so far. Club Leon, they are obviously one of the most popular one of the most well-known teams from Liga MX, so they also are going to be a force to be reckoned with. 14 goals against so far, and only conceded 9 goals. That scares me as well. And also scares me that they are already 6 games into their season. They're prepped, they're warmed up, they're all fired up, they're ready to go. And then you look again, another MLS team who's not ready, who's not warmed up, who's not playing any meaningful games yet, going in and just being dropped into this competition right now and being made to turn on the Jets to full power. Let's go. Let's play a real game right now. Let's turn off postseason mode and get into the real game. Like, I feel like, yes, professionals, but I think it's still hard and tricky to do for an MLS team to just turn on the Jets like that and they're back in form. Like, I feel like it takes a little bit. They have had some preseason games, but preseason games are not the same as like a league game, a tournament game. Like, it's different. It's very different, and everybody knows that. So that is the one excuse that I see from MLS fans as to why our teams don't do well in this tournament, is that it starts off during preseason. Like, our season has not started yet. We're gonna play both of these legs with our MLS team so far in this tournament in the round of 16 before our season starts. So the first 2 real games that the Atlanta and LAFC have are going to be against Motagua and Club Leon. So that just really shows you that our league starts possibly a little too late, and I agree that it does start a little too late. I feel like if we're not going to match the European based schedule, why not just match the Liga MX or the rest of CONCACAF schedule? Because I feel like having a couple games under our belt would have our players warmed up and ready to go, and it wouldn't be such a big transition from playing an MLS game to playing a CONCACAF Champions League game. I feel like, the form's already there, so just bring the form with you. Right now, there is no form to bring, so these teams, I feel like, are going to struggle a little bit. They're not going to be 100%, ready to go. But that's just something we're just going to have to fucking deal with. But for my prediction on this one, by the way, if you want to watch it, it's going to be on Fox Soccer 2. Fox Sports 2 or TUDN. And for my prediction from Club Leon and LAFC, it's going to be a very tricky game. It's going to be a very, very tricky game. It's going to be a close one to call. But for the first leg, let's go ahead and just say I think it's going to be Club Leon 2, LAFC 1. I know I just said LAFC is the best team in MLS, but I feel like I said, not in form right now. Going away to Mexico, their first time playing this competition, I feel like they're going to struggle. But hopefully they turn around in the second leg at home in LA. So that's pretty much it. That's my preview for you guys for Atlanta and LAFC. Wow, I can't even talk tonight. But it's okay. And the other game playing that's going on tomorrow is, of course, Jamaican side Portmore hosting Liga MX side Cruz Azul, which I think Cruz Azul will most likely go ahead and get through Portmore respectively. But I think Cruz Azul is a pretty strong opponent for Portmore to go up against, and Cruz Azul is also a big representative of Liga MX. So Cruz Azul is going through, probably winning both legs, and then possibly meeting up against LAFC in the quarterfinals, which is just getting scary, bro. We just can't escape Liga MX teams, and that's our rivals. And Liga MX teams know that they are better in this competition, and that's probably because their season has already started like 10 games ago. But that's fine. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys excited to watch this tournament? Are you guys excited to at least see it happening on your, if you guys can't watch it, are you just excited in general for this tournament? Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for kicking with me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.